Hey guys, sorry about being so shaky and everything. We got the block tore down and got the crank out of it and everything. The rod bearings knocked out and been prepping the block a little bit, cleaning it up and fixing to do the cross hatching in the cylinder walls and clean the cylinder walls up real good and get a good cross hatching in it and help the ring seal a little better. And I'll be right back with you. I'm gonna get the tripod set up and get everything set up, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, I'm back. I got the WD-40. Got all the cylinder walls sprayed down, and I'm gonna turn my drill down on number 1 with a bit of slower speed setting, so I can get my crosshatch looking better. Got a good, like a 45-degree angle going on my cross hatching. Well, not quite a 45-degree, but it's not, perfectly parallel with the bore. I'm going to go ahead and do all these cylinders first, then I'll come back and show you. Now, mind you, I've went and kind of knocked the glaze off of them already, and just kind of putting the crosshatch on them now. We're doing everything we can on this engine. We're building it for putting 1,200 horsepower internal parts on it. Now, I know a lot of people's going to say, well, you can't make 1,200 horsepower on a naturally aspirated engine. It's not going to be naturally aspirated. It's going to be have a billet VS Racing 80mm turbo on it, which is good for 1,100 horsepower or 1,150, something like that. We're putting a Summit Pro LS pistons and rods in it, which is good for under boost at 1,200 horsepower, and running twin Wabro 525 fuel pumps, Texas Speed Stage 4 camshaft, valve springs, and we're going to go completely through it, put in all new main bearings, cam bearings, and just give this engine every bit of help it can to hold up. using a microfiber cloth to wipe the cylinders down. That way you ain't getting no paper towel or cloth in there. Cylinder walls turned out looking really good. Got a lot of cross hatching in it. You turn your drill down low, that way it's not spinning super fast, and you can work it up and down more, and get your cross hatching more at the angle. After this, I'm going to kind of show you how the easiest way to deck the block. Make sure you got optimum sealing on the heads and everything. Hang on a minute, guys. You can't really see down in there real good, but cylinder walls come out looking really good. Got a good, nice crosshatch to it. I mean, they shined up really good. Hang on, let me get set up and we'll start working on deck. First thing I like to start off doing, I've got just a razor blade, and I'll go down through there and I'll scrape any debris off of it. You can feel it, you're basically just running that razor blade across there until that surface is, you can hear that scratchy sound, and then it'll smooth up. You're getting all that old head gasket material off. You can kind of hear it and feel that, you know, kind of a scratchy where that razor blade's cleaning that block. You wouldn't believe that head gasket material that's still on there, and we are going to be running a multi-layer head gasket on this block, and ARP head studs. We're going to build a real tire for our just kind of clean that surface up some. And get all the excess junk off of it. You guys gonna have to excuse the shop. It's been flooding here in Oklahoma. And I got a little water in the shop. All I've got here is just a flat wooden block with a piece of Scotch-Brite on it. You can use sandpaper, but sandpaper tears up a lot faster. You kind of work it. That's already looking awesome. I mean, really looking good. Let me go ahead, y'all kind of get the principle of it. Let me go ahead and not bore you with all the detail, and I'll come back when it's done. Alright guys, we got all the crosshatch block decked out. As you can see, it turned out looking really good. And just a little bit of elbow grease and I'm fixing to wipe the cylinders down again and spray them down with some WD-40. My cam bearings won't be in till tomorrow, so I want to wipe these cylinders down again and spray some WD-40 on them, keep them from flash rusting, and should be able to get the short block built tomorrow. And then I'm waiting on the Texas Speed camshaft. I just got word that it was being shipped out yesterday or today, and it's on its way. We'll get at least tomorrow, we'll try to get the camshaft bearings put back in, and get the crankshaft in and torqued down, and get the rods in, pistons and rods in. We're going to file the ring gaps to 28,000, so he'll be able to run as much boost on this engine as he wants. And I'm going to go through and weigh each piston and rod and everything, make sure they all balance out good. And probably gonna yeah, there ain't no probably to it. I'm gonna go ahead and polish the crankshaft. It'll be a hand polished. I can show you guys how to do that. It's real simple. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up on this block some more and everything, not bore y'all with the details of it. And but there you go, on our way to a 1,000 horsepower engine. And you know, if they can get, I've seen Richard Holdman, you guys need to check his channel out, Richard Holdman. He can get 1,300 horsepower. You know, this is on a, not a, this is just on a flywheel dyno and everything. If he can get 1,300 horsepower out of a stock bottom end Gen 3, 5.3, with just, I mean, just stock bottom end, just ring gapped alone and everything, and if he can get that out of a stock bottom end Gen 3, I'm sure we can get a 1,200 horsepower out of this engine easy with the 80mm turbo. Gonna also, whenever I get the short block built, got a set of 799 heads that I'm just gonna port the exhaust side of them, just to, you know, get the engine to breathe better. Because that 80mm turbo, that's a big old turbo and everything. It's pretty good sized turbo for a 5.3. And I'm going to port the exhaust sides of it and everything just to get the engine to breathe better, to help that turbo spin up a little faster. But everything's looking good, guys. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. And have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to help out. And so then hopefully we'll get to posting some more videos here. And you know, check out Mountain Garage, Boosted my friend, Honey Badger, John Dock, a lot of them guys, Burn Down Garage, a lot of them guys have got a lot of useful information, and they don't mind sharing it either and everything. And, you know, you may ask these guys questions that they've heard 100,000 times, and they'll still comment on you. And I just got through messaging Boost is my friend a while ago about some, you know, just some aftermarket stuff that you can do to, you know, improve the oil flow on these LSs and stuff. And appreciate it though. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell, and do some comments, and tell me what all you guys would like to see. And like I said, I've got 2 trucks I'm building for this customer, and then hopefully we'll have some money, you know, gathered up to go back to work on the Mustang and everything. I'm out of here, guys. See y'all later.